Hello everyone, a warm welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, I am S. Maxine Fisher, an author, fiber artist, and queer parent of one, working to support my family through crochet small business. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Your support helps me keep me doing what I love. Today, I'm going to take a break from the norm and do something completely different than I've done before on this channel. I am doing a fundraiser. So we are going to be raising money for a very special local cause that has been a partner with True Color Studio for over a year now. I'm going to be crocheting something extra special, and you may have a chance to win what comes out of this egg. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so a couple of details you need to know in no particular order. So for number one, I am no longer sick. Hooray! I know some of you had reached out and were concerned, and I hadn't been posting in a couple of weeks. So no, I have actually just had way more than I can handle going on, including one really big order that I am still working on. And I had to make a total of 126 of a custom small plushie for one customer in addition to all my other orders. So I had to change up my schedule a little bit to accommodate that. I also needed to take some time for family because, and you know, I don't share a lot of personal info on this channel, but my father passed away last week. Losing someone you love is extremely hard, and while just reflecting personally on what his life meant to me and to others, we ended up setting up a legacy fund for my dad to carry on the work that he did in our local community, providing food and essentials to those in need, just neighbors helping neighbors. Which brings me to the topic of today's video, fundraising. Every year, being a knitter, crocheter, and crafter, I always sign up for the Knit-for-Food-A-Thon. And I like the idea of just dedicating one day to crochet or knitting or whatever your craft is, and it benefiting, you know, world hunger or national hunger organizations. However, when it comes to like for me to start putting it out on social media, I feel like I always second guess myself. I'm not a big social media person to begin with. I really try for my crochet business. But the fact is also that my heart is really right here in my local community. And right now, specifically with the queer community and the needs I see directly around me, people I know that have a specific or time-bound need that I or a neighbor can help to meet. So I feel like if I'm going to be fundraising, I'd like to see it benefit them. This is where Orgullo Delaware comes in. Some of you may remember on my video, the video of my first Pride Market, where I set up my tent on the sidewalk and ended up attracting all the local canines who wanted to use my crochet booth for a bathroom stall. So the organizer of that event, so they came over, they and their husband and son actually grabbed my tables with their own two hands and helped me just lug everything over to the center of the field and redo the setup right before we started the market. So I actually did really well at that market, and they have been super to partner with going forward to get connected and help support queer people who are neighbors in my own community throughout the year. So today I want to actually be able to give back to Orgullo Delaware. I am doing the Knit-for-Food-A-Thon, but I am actually going to push it back due to the circumstances that I just mentioned. And we are going to be doing a raffle prize. The donations I will be collecting for this event will be directed to Orgullo Delaware for their work in the transgender community. Orgullo has a program called Cocina 943. And what Cocina 943 does is it means Kitchen 943, basically in Spanish. What they do is they partner with local restaurants and food delivery services to provide meals for adults who are recovering from gender-affirming surgeries. I had the experience and privilege of going through a major surgery several years ago, just something that was needed for my overall health. And let me tell you, it was an enormous help that my mom and my mother-in-law and other friends brought over, like plates of lasagna, bao buns, you name it, quiche, mom's meatloaf. Because when I was laid up on the couch, and it was really hard just to get myself up to go to the bathroom, let alone cook. But when people go through gender affirming care, lots of times they don't have that kind of support from their immediate families. So that is where Cocina 943 comes in to help provide meals and assist them with whatever they need during that time. And again, this is a small boots on the ground operation, neighbors helping neighbors. Orgullo also does a huge variety of activities to bring the queer community together, and they help supply gender-affirming accessories as well as just clothing to those who need it and can't afford it. They do have a separate ministry just helping food insecurity, and that's where my dad's legacy fund comes in. But what am I going to do for this fundraiser? For this one, I am going to be crocheting all day for a total of 12 hours on, I'm going to put the date up here because I changed it. So I am going to be crocheting for a total of 12 hours on this date. It will be after the official Knit-for-Food-A-Thon because we are not supporting those hunger organizations. We're going to be supporting this local one, Orgullo Delaware. I'm going to put a link on my social media, and by the time this video posts, you can find that same link below and on my Facebook as well as my Instagram, where you can donate to Orgullo and put True Colors Studio in the memo line. If we raise more than $100 and you make your donation before midnight on the date of the Crochet-A-Thon, and you put True Colors Studio in the memo line, you'll receive entries into a raffle to win the prize that I'll be crocheting that day, which is, pause for effect, this beautiful spring dragon. Just like, there's nothing in the egg yet because I haven't made it. So we are going to be making, oops, egg went rolling away. We are going to make the Spring Dragon by Lyra Loon Softies, and I'm going to post the pattern down here. It is a gorgeous pattern. I have been dying to make this, and I love the cherry blossoms. I literally have all the yarn colors like in view of me right here in my yarn library, so I am super psyched to make this. If you want to, you can get the pattern, which is linked down below, and crochet it along with me. If we raise more than $100 total and you put True Color Studio in the memo line of your donations, then for every $10, I will give you a random number, which is good for one entry into the Dragon Raffle. For the remainder of the event, if it takes me less hours to, for the remainder of the event, if it takes me less than 12 hours to crochet that dragon, I will also be working on crocheting gender-affirming accessories, and everything else I make on that date will be donated directly to Orgullo Delaware to help the queer community. So there are a couple of ways you can help. Number one, I'm linking the donation link down below, and it's also going to be on my social media. This is going directly to their GoFundMe, so when you give your gifts, put True Color Studio in the memo line. That way Orgullo can send me a statement of what we raised and I know who donated what, so I can put you into the raffle. I will contact the lucky raffle winner within 1 week of the event to get you your shipping information. At that time, if you tell me that you don't want the dragon, or you're not a plushie person and you just wanted to support the cause, you'll have the option to either allow someone else to win her, in which case I will do the drawing all over again, or you can redonate your prize directly to Orgullo Delaware to be raffled off at one of their events and benefit the community. If you want to participate in the local community, but you aren't really feeling sure, just as a side note, you can also donate to Steve's Legacy Fund, which supports food insecurity for the local Latinx community. This is something that is going to be active long-term, so if you're watching this video a couple of months or years down the road, you can still give back to the community by clicking the links for Orgullo or the Legacy Fund. I will add it the Legacy Fund is going to be set up to work in the same way, so if you are choosing to donate through there, you would put Steve's Legacy in the memo line, and there's actually instructions in that link. I am really excited for this event, and hope you are as well. I feel that this year has been hard for everyone, and when you're going through a difficult time, there is nothing better than just being able to give back to your community and do something to help make things just a little bit better for someone else. So hopefully this will be something that will bring peace to me, to you, and to the world around us this spring. Spring is coming. There will be dragons. That's all for today, folks. If you like this video, click that like and subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Don't forget to friend me on social media, also linked down below so you never miss an update, and take a minute to consider giving to one of the causes that I mentioned. Please be kind in your comments to me, to others, and ultimately to yourself. Have a fabulous day, everyone, and stay creative. Bye!